Welcome to this comprehensive overview of the history of Egypt, one of the oldest and most fascinating civilizations in the world. From the Great Pyramids of Giza to the mysteries of King Tutankhamun's tomb, Egypt's rich history has captured the imaginations of people around the globe. In this video, we'll explore the key historical moments, people, and cultural contributions that have made Egypt the country it is today. Egypt's history stretches back over 5,000 years, with evidence of early human settlements dating back to prehistoric times. The first known civilization in Egypt emerged during the early dynastic period, from 3100 to 2686 BC, when the country was unified under the rule of the pharaohs. The Old Kingdom, from 2686 to 2181 BC, saw the construction of many of Egypt's most iconic structures, including the Great Sphinx and the Pyramids of Giza. The pharaohs of this period were considered god-kings and wielded absolute power over their subjects. The Middle Kingdom, from 2055 to 1650 BC, saw a period of political instability and invasion, but also a flourishing of art, literature, and culture. The pharaohs of this period were known for their concern for the common people and their efforts to improve their living conditions. The New Kingdom, from 1550 to 1070 BC, saw the rise of some of Egypt's most famous pharaohs, including Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, and Tutankhamun. The period saw a flowering of Egyptian art and architecture, as well as the construction of monumental temples such as Karnak and Luxor. The Late Period, from 664 to 332 BC, saw Egypt ruled by a series of foreign powers, including the Persians, Greeks, and Romans. During this time, the country experienced significant cultural and religious changes, as well as a decline in its political power. The Ptolemaic dynasty, from 323 to 30 BC, saw the rule of a series of Greek pharaohs, including Cleopatra VII, who famously allied with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Despite this alliance, Egypt ultimately fell to Roman control in 30 BC. The Islamic conquest of Egypt occurred in the 7th century when Arab armies brought Islam to the region. The Abbasid Caliphate ruled Egypt until the 9th century, when it was replaced by the Tulunids and then the Ikhshitids. The Mamluk Sultanate, from 1250 to 1517, saw the rise of a military class of slaves who rose to power and ruled Egypt with an iron fist. Despite their cruelty, the Mamluks were patrons of the arts and were responsible for many of the beautiful mosques and palaces that still stand in Egypt today. In the 16th century, Egypt came under the Ottoman rule and remained so until the 19th century. During this time, Egypt underwent significant modernization and infrastructure development, including the construction of the Suez Canal. In 1882, Egypt fell under British occupation, which lasted until 1952. The period was marked by political repression, economic exploitation, and the growth of the Egyptian nationalist movement led by figures such as Saad Zaghloul. In 1952, a group of military officers led by Gamal Abdel Nasser overthrew the British-backed monarchy and established a republic. Nasser's regime was marked by a commitment to pan-Arabism, socialism, and non-alignment in the Cold War. He nationalized industry, instituted land reforms, and modernized infrastructure, but also suppressed political dissent and human rights. Anwar Sadat, in 1970, pursued a policy of economic liberalization and peace with Israel, culminating in the Camp David Accords of 1978. Sadat's assassination in 1981 led to the rise of Hosni Mubarak, who ruled Egypt for 30 years with a mixture of authoritarianism and economic growth. In 2011, Egypt was swept up in the wave of Arab Spring protests that swept the region, leading to the ouster of Mubarak and the establishment of a transitional government. However, subsequent elections were marred by controversy, and in 2013, the military led by Abdel Fattah el-Sisi seized power and established a new authoritarian regime. Today, Egypt remains a country of contrasts, with a rich cultural heritage, vibrant arts and literature scene, and a booming tourism industry, but also grappling with political instability, economic inequality, and human rights abuses. Egypt's history is a story of resilience and adaptation, of great triumphs and deep struggles, and its contributions to the world continue to inspire awe and wonder. In conclusion, Egypt's long and complex history has left an indelible mark on the world, from its stunning ancient monuments to its contributions to science, medicine, and philosophy. From the glory of the pharaohs to the struggles of modern-day Egypt, the country's history is a testament to the resilience and creativity of its people. We hope this overview has given you a deeper appreciation for the rich and fascinating history of Egypt. Thank you for watching.